Hello and welcome to the Digimon World 3 playthrough. I am Pokemon Master, and this will be my, well, technically something happened to my channel and then I created a new one and it let me have the exact same name, but this will be the, I guess, first playthrough of this channel or whatever. And I know now you're thinking, funny, you're a contradiction. Your name has Pokemon in it, but you're playing Digimon. Yeah, well, whatever, get over it. No, but, and you're probably also thinking, too, why are you starting with Digimon World 3? Well, honestly, there's no, succession in these games. You don't have to play Digimon 1 for Digimon 2 for Digimon 3. They're all, three different distinct games. They tie, there's no tie to each other at all. And they're actually, all three of them are, different games in their own right. The first one is, this caretaking game. You raise your Digimon and Digivolve it while you're trying to get people back into the city, but all the more you're just trying to take care of it. The second one is a dungeon crawling game where you're in this little beetle thing and you crawl around and there's battles. And then this one is more like a actual Pokemon game where except you go into this digital world and then you fight and do all that fun stuff. Now, what you saw before, that banter, was he's waiting on his friends, your character. His name is Junior, but you get to name him for the digital world. He's waiting on his friends. And, it's horrible looking lag. Maybe it's all a dream, I don't know. And they finally come out, and then they're here, and they're about to register. Now, you'll see here as they're registering your character, or the person you're playing as, Junior, he's going to be puzzled about his partner, Digimon. You'll see that here in a second. It'll show the puzzled thing above his head. He has no idea what he wants. Well, technically, you might have an idea of what you want, but for game's sake, he doesn't know what he wants. So that's why they're going through this random banter in the center of this place about, whoa, what's your problem? Why don't you know what Digimon to choose? Herp, derp, derp. Ugh. And yeah, so she's just like, you're an idiot. You're worthless. You're worthless. And she's like, you haven't made up your mind? We're going to leave you here. Blah, blah, blah. But they don't. Never mind. Just kidding. No spoilers for those who haven't played it or now that are interested. Yes, by the way, I am running this on an emulator. Just thought I'd mention. This is actually a PlayStation game. One of the first. Or, the first PlayStation, on the first PlayStation game. Yeah. Which is why it works so good. I tried emulating a PlayStation 2 game once. That didn't work. I was trying to do Kingdom Hearts. Oh, by the way, just thought I'd mention, here's where you're naming and you pick your pack. I'll go into that. If you want to request a Let's Play, go for it, but don't request anything that's, impossible to be emulated right now, because I don't have anything to record a home system. So as of right now, I can't do GameCube, Wii, PlayStation 2. I don't own a PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360, so don't push it. If I ever get something with which to record one of those two systems, I'll make sure I do some GameCube, Wii, or PlayStation 2 games. But as of right now, that's not possible. But anything from Nintendo 64 and back, and Game Boy Advance and Nintendo DS, of course, you can request those. Okay, so as you saw, I picked Pack C, the Maniac Pack, because, well, they're maniacs, like me. So I decided, okay, I'll go with that. You'll see here, I'll show you where this part actually caught me by surprise, because I was watching a playthrough of this game before I started mine, because I wanted to get a few, I wanted to see what other people were, what someone else did before, so then I could catch on with that concept. Except for at one part, it shocked me. I didn't know it was going to happen the way it did, because I saw the person try to do this attack, and then it was, in their video, and then it didn't work in mine. I'll show you where. But yeah, here you're going into the system and your friends are like, "What, Junior? You're leaving us?" Jerk face. But yeah, so you do. Oh, and by the way, that little glitch stop thing, I don't know. It didn't do that the first time I ever emulated this game. I can't explain it. So we're just gonna have to play that one by ear and hope for the best on that. Yeah. But yeah, this is your entrance into the digital world. Oh, whoops, sorry. Yeah. Now you're in Asuka City, in the login room. Yes, it's Asuka. If you've ever watched Neon Genesis Evangelion, it is Asuka. I'm not saying it wrong. Or the people who made and wrote the English dub of Neon Genesis Evangelion were horribly, horribly wrong. But as of right now, I could care less. Yeah. So she's like, herp derp derp, your Digimon, herp derp derp lobby, herp derp. And you go into the lobby. You have to talk to these ladies that'll be there at the front desk. I don't know why I went and had mindless banter with some of these people. I just did. And I didn't even read it as I was playing it, so I doubt I'll read it now. But yeah. None of these people are important as of yet. So you're gonna go up here. You see those desk ladies that look like Mega Man. You go. Yeah, that's right. Okay, making sure I'm referencing the right franchise. Yeah, you talk to them. And she has these basics, which I didn't read at all. I don't even get why I clicked on them, because I don't even think you have to read them. I just did. But then the more important part is you're going to go to the one in the middle there. She's standing there, and she looks like she's floating, but she's really not. Yeah, you're going to go to her, and she's going to make your Digimon appear. Like I said, I chose the Maniac Pack. The video I watched to get some referencing on, she chose Pack B because she said that's the more balanced, the best pack she feels like. And I really don't care. I just wanted to do something crazy, so I picked the weirdest of the bunch. I picked Maniac Pack because that sounds legit. Alright, so yeah, here your Digimon come. Doop 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 bow bow. Oh, and your friends finally made it. Teddy kept his name Teddy. And Ivy named herself Kale. Which you assume is a boy's name, but I can't put up an argument for that because, like, I've never met a boy or a girl named Kale, so I wouldn't really know how to respond to that, actually. But there's my Digimons. I like Patamon because I think Patamon is adorable. And I remember when I used to play Digimon Rumble Arena with Gilmon, and he was always like, Rock Breaker, and it always sounded like he said Butt Licker. So, yeah, it was my intentions to make sure I have Gilmon. Oh, one thing I found out, which I didn't know, but I found out, so I might as well share this tidbit of information, is the Digimon in the packs that you didn't choose, you'll get eventually in the game, and you'll be able to transfer and work around. The exciting part is I think, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure you can get a Vmon in this game, and that is my favorite Digimon, so that's got me kind of excited. Alright, so you come out here, and the first thing you have to do is have a battle with this dude. Which, it's not a hard battle at all. His Digimon looks scary, and it looks like it's going to eat your family. But I took it out with one hit, believe it or not. At first, okay, I went to tech, and I thought I would be able to use this, but I don't have enough MP, I guess. Which, in the thing I watched, the person had enough MP to go ahead and use that attack. Not me. So I just went and did the standard melee attack, and luckily this melee attack actually took out all the health of the Kuwagamon, or Kuwaga, whatever. So yeah, 4 experience for Kumamon, and one thing I'll show you in a future video is after I equip everything and actually start training, is it'll show experience. They grow levels just like Pokemon, except they digivolve, and digivolving is is a little bit of a different concept than I would say Pokemon is. Like, Pokemon is always like it's definite, but I think with the different digivolutions, like they change each time. Like, I believe there's not change each time, but there's this weird system. Speaking of which, these are the ladies that talked to you about Digivolution, but I didn't really stick around for that. I just kind of left. Like, I don't know how to explain Digivolving. I think it's like they can evolve into different champions, and I don't know. Well, I don't know if that applies for this one. I know it definitely applies for the first one. If you ever do or have played it, you have to do certain things. I'll eventually do a playthrough of the first Digimon World. But yeah, I don't know how this one exactly works. I looked up a FAQ for it, but the guide that it gave you was absolutely confusing. I had no idea what it meant or anything. I was like, oh, this is odd. So, I don't know. Well, this is pretty much the end of the video, so comment, rate, subscribe, and I hope you liked it. And next time we'll cover more of Asuka City.